Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. Steven here with Team Euphoric, and this is day 10 of the 80 Days to Your Dream Body course. Today's protein source is bacon, and today is an active recovery day, which means we're going to be doing some mobilizations and stretches. And right now, I'm going to be taking you through the full upper body stretching routine. Let's get started. Next, we are going to move on to the lats. For the lats, what we want to do for this one right over here is we are going to be in a side lying position. Once again, we got our foot in front and it's anchored onto the knee. For this one, imagine that we are swimming. So we are going to reach up as far as we can, and then we're going to come down. So we're going to go into lateral rotation, reach out, 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 go into medial rotation, and pull through. One more time. Really reach as high as you can. And now we're going to do the other side. So we're going to get onto the elbow, the back leg, get it as far back as you can, anchor it onto the knee with the opposite foot. And this is the first stretch in the upper body series. We are going to go into as much flexion or as much abduction as we can and pull through. So we're reaching up to the sky, up, 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 and pull through. One more time. Nice and slow. Imagine that somebody's yanking on your arm. Really try and get a nice deep stretch on this last one. Try and get your torso to face the ground and pull through. All right. Next, we are going to move to the pec minor. For the pec minor, what we want to do is we are going to go into maximum flexion. So we're going to do an I shape, and we want to retract the shoulder blades as much as possible. So just think touchdown. Retract and depress that scapula as much as you can and come back. Now we're going to do a Y. Same thing, retract and depress that scapula and come down. And lastly, we're going to do a T. For the T, get a nice pec stretch, really squeeze those shoulder blades together and come back. Let's go again. I, touchdown. Squeeze those shoulder blades together, depress that scapula. Why? Why are we doing this? Because it feels so great. Tea, which is what I'm going to be drinking before I go to bed tonight. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. We've got one more. I, touchdown. Squeeze those shoulder blades together, depress the scapula. Y. And T. All right, now we got the rotator cuff. For the rotator cuff, what we're going to do for this one right over here is we're going to start with the elbows tucked in, and we want to go into lateral rotation as much as possible. So keep those elbows tucked in, really try and squeeze those shoulder blades together and keep that scapula depressed, and come back. Abduct your shoulders to 45 degrees. Laterally rotate as much as you can, and come back. Laterally rotate or abduct to 90 degrees. Laterally rotate. Really try and get your arms as far back as you can. Relax. If you can, go up to 135 degrees. Rotate out. And relax. Now we're going to do one arm at a time. Overhead, try to bring your arm as far back as you can behind your head. And switch arms. Overhead, try and rotate it as far back as you can. And come back to the start. Elbows tucked in. Open up that book. Squeeze those shoulder blades and depress the scapula as much as you can. Come back. Abduct to 45. Externally rotate. Really open up that chest. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Bring them back and down. and come back up to 90 degrees. Laterally rotate as much as you can. Squeeze that shoulder blade together. Depress the scapula. Back down. If you can, go up to 135. Bring the arms as far back as you can. And relax. And then one arm behind the head. Rotate the arm as much as you can. And opposite arm. We got one more pass. Elbows tucked in. Open up the book. Squeeze those shoulder blades to press that scapula. Come back. Up to 45 degrees. Laterally rotate as much as you can. Come back. Up to 90. One more up to 135. And arm behind the head. Try to rotate that shoulder as much as you can. Switch arms. And relax. We've got one stretch left for the upper body, and it is going to be for the rhomboids. For the rhomboids, what we want to do is we are going to take our hand, we are going to go into supination, so our palm is going to be facing the ceiling, and we want to go on the medial arch of the foot. So we're going to go underneath it, we're going to apply some pressure to it, and what we want to do for this one is we're going to take a bit of a step back, and we want to rotate our bodies toward the side of the arm that we're stretching. So imagine that you are trying to separate your shoulder blade from its spine. Try to move it as far away as you can. For this one, we're going to add a little bit of a PNF. So you're going to pull, retract that shoulder blade together, hold it for 6, and relax. Get deeper into it. Really try and separate that shoulder blade. Pull. So we're doing a 6-second PNF. Exhale. Relax. Try and get your shoulder blade even deeper into the stretch by separating your scapula from your spine. So you're going into protraction of the scapula. One more time. Pull, get that PNF, and exhale, relax. Really try to rotate on this one now. On this last one, try and get a nice stretch in your mid-back. And come out of it. We're going to do the same thing on the other side, and then we are done for the day. So you're going to place your hand under the medial arch of your foot, apply a nice little pressure. Opposite leg goes back, same side, or the opposite leg of the foot that you were on goes back. The same side arm goes forward to stabilize yourself. And we are going to rotate, try and separate, create as much separation as you can between your spine and the scapula. Retract your shoulder blade now, so squeeze your shoulder blade together for 6 seconds. Exhale, relax. And rotate your body as much as you can. And again, you're going to retract and relax. Try and get deeper into it. Look up to the sky. Get that neck involved. One more. You're going to retract that shoulder blade. Relax. Try and rotate as much as you can. Look up to the sky, and we're going to hold that for 20 total seconds at the end. And relax. And that concludes our active recovery mobilization routine and stretching routine. Comment down below if you guys have any questions with regard to anything that we did today. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. That was day 10 of the 80 Days to Your Dream Body course. I will see you again tomorrow. Thanks for sticking around until the end of the video. Be sure to like, share, and leave a comment as it'll help the algorithm. And if you enjoyed the content, show your support by subscribing to the channel by clicking on the icon in the bottom right corner. And if you really want to show your support, then consider becoming a member by clicking on the icon in the bottom left corner. These new high-quality videos aren't cheap to edit, and the $5 membership will really help with the video editing budget. You'll also get access to a ton of exclusive perks like early access to videos and this program design lecture playlist in the top right-hand corner. And if you want to learn how to do a one-armed pull-up, then check out the playlist on the top left corner.